Happy Homebrew Wednesday, boys and girls. Look at that thing. This is the Red Velvet Cake Milkshake IPA. Nice little cap on there. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Having a hard time focusing that close, isn't it? So, just a little shot because I'm about to go for a little drive. But I wanted to jump on and do a little intro. And talk a little bit about this beer, a little bit about some other stuff going on, and then I've got some brew footage, but not a whole lot. So I did a brew day last Saturday, and I've got 10 gallons of Dropkick Nate, which the Krausen has dropped on, so that's good. That went pretty quick. Fermented at 66, and temperature held real stable right there. And USO5 just ripped through it. I think I put 20, I did 20 grams of USO5 in each one, so I made a pretty healthy pitch. OG was 1056, and that was the first beer of the day. The second beer of the day, I did I guess a Belgian dark strong, or dark Belgian strong, and instead of using candy sugar, I used sorghum syrup, and put about a pound. What did I say? 1.1 pound, 6 ounces. It was a jar, this size right here. And I didn't want to put too much in because I didn't want it to be, a big strong sorghum flavor. I wanted to do pretty much just make it a Belgian, use Belgian yeast, make it very as traditional as possible. So I used Pilsner malt and a little bit of Special B. I think like 10 ounces of Special B and almost a pound of Belgian biscuit. So I think it's gonna be good. Gravity on that was 1078, so definitely in the strong arena. And I actually used 2 yeasts. I had 2 old packs of yeast. I used a combination of these 2. And so this is a Belgian strong, Belgian dark, strong dark, blah, blah, blah. And this one, I think, is like, what is the one? WLP 500? Something like that. Anyway, it's like recommended White Labs Belgian yeast. So they were both old. I just put them both together, rehydrated both packs, and we'll see. I mean, it's if whichever one dominates, if they do a hybrid type or whatever. It won't be a hybrid, but it'll be a whatever yeast blend. We'll see how it turns out. So anyway, those 2 beers are rocking. This fermenter, this ferm chamber over here, is housing the Belgian, and then obviously over here is the decan. Whew! But this beer is weird. It's fun. It's cool. It's an IPA. Definitely. It's about 7%. And it's pretty red. It's got a lot of vanilla. It's got 2 vanilla beans in it, and it's got, I guess that's not a lot, but it's got a bit. And then it's got 8 ounces of cacao nibs, all in, post ferment. And then it's also double dry hopped. So it's got a little bitterness. It's got a lot going on. The red color, I used organic beet powder, and then I had cheat a little bit and put some red food coloring in because it was really, really pink with just the beet powder, and I didn't want it to be overpowering beet flavor, because beets have a tendency to go quite earthy, dirty, which is cool in some styles, but not so much in what you're trying to do is get a juicy IPA, right? Milkshake, blah, blah, blah. So it's got lactose in it. It's got, vanilla. It's got the cacao. So I think it needs more chocolate though. I think if I'd do this again, I'd put cocoa powder in the boil instead of just the cacao nibs. I will say, people dig this. Strangely enough, people get into it. So, the other beer I have, let me pour one of those. Okay, the other beer is this one, and this is a Schwarzbier. I know, inappropriate glassware, but it's like 4.5%, and it is pretty much straight, you know, to style-ish. It has molasses in it, so the recipe that I used has molasses. You called for molasses, so I put molasses in it. Which does add a nice little character, but it's low ABV. It's pretty quaffable, and this one I'm putting into the Peach State Brew Off, along with my Scorpion Pepper Apricot goes up. So, be interested to see how they do and get some feedback nonetheless. Okay, so this one. It's kind of fun. It's almost got this like route beer thing going, and I didn't put any smoked malts in it. It's just a little bit of roasted barley, and I think that's what's giving it that little bit of roast character, that little smoky tinge, if you will. But yeah, that's cool. Aside from that, I'm gonna bust off of here and probably bore you with the next 10 minutes of brewing footage. I don't even know what I have, because after the first beer and shortly after we started doing the second beer, we started drinking. So footage gets scarce, people start getting crazy, but it was fun. We had a real nice evening, had a great dinner and hung out with some friends, so it was fun. Anyway, got to get some more brews down because the pipeline is, well, I guess it's doing okay, but, you know, it'd be good to have some more brews on. I like to have stuff in fermenters. Cheers, everybody. Enjoy the footage, and until next time, home brew up. Cheers. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good afternoon. Hey, it's a brew day here. I'm up a little bit early, not crazy early. You can see I still got some bed beard going on, but the strike water is on, and I've got a 10-gallon batch of Dropkick Nate going down today. Also going to be doing a, not sure what it's going to be, but probably a Belgian, and I'm going to put a pound of sorghum syrup. I think I'm planning on doing like a Belgian triple, and then just keeping it real clean malt bill. You know, white wheat Pilsner, and then a pound of sorghum syrup. Maybe 2 pounds, but I think just one, because I do know it's going to impart some flavor, and I want to keep that at bay and still keep it a Belgian triple. So it should be a fun day. I'll take you along for the ride as much as I can. I got a buddy coming over. It's his sorghum syrup he gave to me, and he's been dying to get over here to brew with it. So, and I've been a slacker. Nah, I've been busy. Coffee. Later, we'll probably get into a beer. For now, not so much. I'm gonna get these grains milled and get everything all set up, and I'll take you along, show you some footage as we progress. Cheers. For Christmas, I got a little upgrade. I got the Blickman Riptide pump conversion for the chugger. So far, I really like it. I've only used it twice, but it works a treat. I love the little not self-priming, but the priming valve there. It's pretty cool. No complaints, except for the chugger pump's still loud as hell. But we're getting our strike water in. Something else that's new for the brewery is this brew in the bag filter action. I actually got this when I registered for the SJ Pour Challenge. My timing lined up with a little giveaway that they were doing, as they were a sponsor. The Brew Bag was a sponsor for the 2019 SJ Pour Challenge, and I was lucky enough to be the right entrant, I guess. My timing was good, and I got my choice of a brew in a bag. So I opted for the one for the cooler, so that I could just eliminate the manifold altogether and not have to worry about stuck sparges or trying to figure out how to unclog the manifold. I'll tell you what, this serves that purpose very well, but it also makes cleanup super easy. The grains just, all the husks and everything just fall right off of this thing. It's pretty awesome. And a quick rinse and stow it away, and after it dries, it's super easy. So highly recommend their products. High quality. I have damaged it a little bit unintentionally, but it doesn't seem to affect the performance too much, and it's kind of outside of the area that I use it anyway. So, and that's from these stupid clamps. They've got just a little bit too much force, and they squeeze down through that. Yeah, anyway, blah blah. Didn't get the dough in because it's impossible to hold the phone and do it at the same time, but a little high. A lot of high. My equipment was cold, so I had the temp a little bit higher, but I guess I missed the mark a little bit. I'm gonna add some cold water to this, bring it down. I got some room in my ton. Sweet runnings. I haven't checked the gravity on that yet, but I will here in a second. Looks nice. Well, bro, I got my hops weighed out. Didn't write anything on here, but my brother loaned me this book and I started reading it. Just getting into it. So far, it's all right. Hoping to learn something. So, getting the last of those runnings. We're coming up to boil. It's in the kettle. Pre-boil gravity is 1045. So, maybe just a touch high, but I think it'll be good. Getting there, just starting to boil. I ran the last propane tank down and it was just a trickle, so it took a long time to get to boil, but we're here. So, I'm gonna drop some hops here in a second. Make sure it doesn't take off on me. Okay, I brought the flame down a little bit. I'm gonna put the 60-minute hops in, start the timer. Boom.
Oh, wait a minute now, I'm not learning anything. That was my favorite when I caught Peter Town.
Here we go, ready? It just started.
All right.
We are making the sorghum Belgian strong.
You just told me we were making a video.
And it's a video.
We're making a
we
video.
are making
We're
a video.
making a video. This is a video.
So this is some white wheat. I'm gonna crush
and
it.
this is Nate's crusher here.
Whoa! I can't do both. I used to be able to. So there you go. We got the 60-minute edition.
20%. What are we putting in here this time?
This is Northern Brewer, 10% alpha acid.
And what am I adding in here?
It's an ounce of Northern Brewer hops at 60
Right.
minutes.
An ounce of brewer hops. You want to see this?
Northern Brewer hops. Boom!
Okay. See it again?
Drum roll, please.
Watch and learn.
The final hop edition. We got an ounce of Hallertau belongs.
Watch me screw this up.
Put it right in that can, Stan.
You want to do a slow motion here?
Slow.
You got it? You got it? You got it?
Slow mo. Like a professional.
Reminds me of my morning ritual.